I don't even want to say about it. I know I told you guys I was gonna do this, a review, Godzilla. I'm a huge fan, alright? Like, I mean, I have movies, I have toys, if you've seen one of my videos. Ever since I bought this as a kid, I promised myself I would never play this game in my life. So, yeah. Let's put it on the Super Game Boy. I mean, the only thing I liked about it was the art cover. I mean, it's the classic Godzilla. That's like something no one has ever seen before, unless Japan actually knows how to make great art. But since it's been like, I think it's been like, it's already been like 8 years. I might as well go. Maybe there might be something good about it.
I promised myself I would never play this game. Alright, let's start playing this game. You know, I completely forgot what it looks like.
I told you guys I wasn't joking.
Let's be real specific here. Do you see any problem with this? Yeah, it's Godzilla. That doesn't even look like Godzilla. That looks like Charmander. I mean, have you seen what a Charmander looks like? This game is a puzzle game. This is something that, well, technically the reason I couldn't resist because I'm a huge fan of Godzilla, but I wish I had never, ever gotten this game. I wish I had never gotten this game. The monsters you fight in this game is Rodan, Mechagodzilla, Anguirus, Hedorah, and even Ghidorah. Seriously. Oh, and don't forget about Baragon, even though this looks nothing like Godzilla.
Well, technically, that's not really the reason I wanted to talk about the Godzilla game. This is my favorite Godzilla game. Well, technically, it's actually, you know, a lot of video game stores sell this very expensive, and I got this at a very cheap price. Whatever store that was, thank you for giving it to me at a very cheap price. So, without further ado, let's put this in the Super Nintendo and start talking about Super Godzilla.
Okay, when you start the game, apparently there's this weird, awkward text dialogue in the very bottom with a character. Although this is actually something that I felt like this should not have been on this Godzilla game. And now we finally get to play as the king of the monsters, Godzilla. The blue dot in the bottom screen shows that it's Godzilla. Everything else is that you have to keep on walking. There are multiple times that there will be some, I guess you could say, hazards in the blocking your way. And now we get to face our first opponent in this game, which is King Ghidorah. I like the effects on King Ghidorah. It kind of reminds me of the Thunderbolt from Pokemon. In this game, you have to concentrate on your fighting spirit. Now, I don't even remember any Godzilla movies that mentioned the word fighting spirit. Did any of you remember of that word, fighting spirit? I've already seen the Angry Video Game Nerd episode of the Godzilla games, and he said that the NES is better than this one. But technically, for me, I feel like this is close to an actual Godzilla game that I would have enjoyed as a kid. Except that I wish there was no such thing as a fighting spirit in this game. Apparently, it says that you have to hit the enemy, then go back, and then use their special attacks. Sometimes I feel like this is not the kind of Godzilla game I would have enjoyed. I like the cutscenes of this. This kind of actually reminds me so much about the animes that I'm watching right now. Speaking of that, I'll be right back, everyone. I gotta watch Monster Musume Everyday Life with Monster Girls. Alright, so the second boss we're fighting against is Godzilla. So Godzilla does a one punch. You think that you actually killed this Godzilla, but turns out it's Mechagodzilla. You know, I really liked it about how Mechagodzilla actually did that. That was actually based on the original movie, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Another thing is that in this one, Godzilla can't use projectiles, because if he uses a projectile, Mechagodzilla will reflect it like back. But don't worry, we all know that Fox McCloud is way better than Mechagodzilla. Isn't that right, Slippy?
Yippee! You did it!
At the very end of the battle, you see that Godzilla actually roars, and then out of nowhere, he summons his atomic breath to destroy whatever monster he faced against. Also, this game is in the vein of an arcade, so yeah, I played this game multiple times, and it's not easy to beat it.
Technically, those two games, the only games that I grew up was Godzilla on the Game Boy. At one point. Now, I know that Super Godzilla was not a game I grew up with. But there is one. Had it on the PS2. For some reason, I don't know where that PS2 game is. Luckily, I got the same copy on a Wii. I am serious about this. I think in 2011 in Black Friday, I actually went to buy myself a Wii, and this is actually my Wii. I was lucky enough to find this at a store. So yeah, I'll show you some gameplays about the Godzilla game I enjoyed.
Godzilla 2000. Kiryu. Mecha Godzilla. Kaigan. Violante.